Today I'm going to start work on something. I found a wooden design on the internet, so I'm going to see if I can take that wooden design and make it into metal. So anyway, what I'm going to make is a chair that looks like this. It's called a Zig Zag Chair, and you can see I've got the leg and the base, and then the zag that goes up from one to the other one, plus then those horizontal pieces are basically some support pieces I'll put in there, and then a back. Probably have the back about 8 inches high. But the chair is going to be, it says 17 inches on here, but I'm going to do 15 inches and change it up a little bit. But I've got about, I had to go back to geometry and use a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and figure that out. And by doing that, I was able to get my length across, and it's right at 20 to 21 inches from piece to piece. So I'll get that all cut out, and we'll get started on that. Well, I got my parts cut out. I'll show you what I got here. This is going to be for the one side. I'm going to weld up one side, and then I'm going to do the other side, which is going to be very similar. You can see the Z on this. So this will be probably the base, and this will be the top. And I'm going to have two of them. One on, there are going to be two of them. They're going to be set apart, probably about 15 inches, and I'll have to have a spacer rod in between them to hold them steady there. But then I'm going to put wood as the seat. So as we get through with this, I'll show you how it comes out. But I'm going to weld it up using 70-18 rods. All right, I'm going to show you what I got here. I've got two of these cut and welded together. These are the Z's. Now then, what I'm doing is putting my stringers between, welding it on this other Z. It's a 12-inch long stringer. Then I'll weld it to the front and to the bottom. But I'm going to weld this one first, and then I will place this one on top. And that will give the chair like I said, a stringer, which will keep the chair from twisting in and out. Well, here I am back working on putting the tabs over these end pieces here. I'm just grinding off a little bit because I had to cut some of the 1.5 inch tubing down in order to make these tabs to go on this end. I don't have any flat bar that's 1.5 inch, so I figured I'd take the 1.5 inch tubing and just cut it with the plasma cutter. And then I'm going to weld these over top like this, and then grind it and get that metal all flush and be good to go. So that's where we are right now. Okay, I've got the caps on the end. Need to straighten that, grind it. I need to grind that a little bit better to straighten it out. Grind a little bit more here, but what I do is I take my welds and I sort of blend them, try to blend them into the present metal that I'm working on, and that gives me a fluid, nice fluid line through there. So I'll continue on the 45 angles. I've got these blocks that I put in here just to add a little extra support here, and I've got that cap on there and blended it in, got the weld joints all blended in there together. And then I've got another, that one's still hot. That one will go right up here on the upper side, and each side is going to have a it's hard to see, I know, but it's going to have a block in each of the joints like that. Now I think what I'll do is switch to my stick welder, and now that I got those tacked in there with the MIG gun, just go ahead and weld those with my 70-18 rods. Well, YouTubers, I finally got this thing finished, and what I did, I put the put corner brackets on it and just tacked them with wales here, and then screwed them in here. And after starting this, I said, oh, this is gonna be a simple project, but it's the what you call the Zig Zag Chair. And some gentleman made it with wood a number of years ago, and it got a lot of publicity in certain areas, but I've got her finished. But I can tell you one thing, it looks like a simple little project, but there's a lot of welding involved in that thing, and especially when you go back and grind to blend your metal to the metal and get rid of your weld beads on it. It takes some time, but there's looks good. I'm happy with it. I don't know whether I'd start another one anytime soon, but it's something else. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It looks great. Matter of fact, get on here. It sits good. It sits perfect, and so I mean, it sits real good. So if any of you want to try that, you've seen what I did and how I did it, so go for it. But like I say, there is a lot of welding involved in that this piece, so go to it. But what I'm saying is, appreciate all my subscribers. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, staying happy, and let's get out and do something.